It's the J Bass Today Show. Get ready for a good time, a good time. It's the J Bass Today Show. Get ready to ride.
Season's greetings. God bless you to each of you. Welcome to the J Bass Today Show. Thank you so much for joining me for my 40th episode. I was looking at Facebook yesterday and realized I have recorded so many more than 40 episodes because I used to just go live on Facebook, and sometimes I would call it the J Bass Today Show. And so I've been doing episodes all along, but now that I have this new format, a set time each week to share, it is a blessing. It is an honor, and I'm so grateful to God for this opportunity to share with you. I feel good right now. I'm all smiles. I'm not letting no hater stop my smiles because I just feel so good and so grateful. God truly is so good, and what I do plan to do at some point as I go along and find those gems of Facebook Live, J Bass Today shows, is to go back and incorporate some of those videos into these weekly episodes. So that's going to be interesting. But, I listened to one yesterday, as I was saying, that was in my Facebook memories. And it blessed me to hear the singing that I did. Celebrate a new beginning. Leave the past behind. Don't worry, because it's over. God's preparing better things. And, when I would sing that song, I believed that what was to come was better than what's been and what is here. In spite of all the wrong and the challenges, thank God that this is truly just a better season. I sung about celebrating a new beginning. I celebrated a new beginning, and I am seeing that new beginning manifesting in my life, even to the point where we have done 40 plus weeks of the J Bass Today Show, and they are made readily available via YouTube. And so, what a blessing! What an honor! And definitely plan to continue. Want to have more guests on the show. Prayerfully, one day we'll get out of just being me talking, sitting here, but that I'll also have skits and all those kind of things going on as well. But hey, I am grateful for where we are now, that we are moving forward with the show. Hey, I said we are moving forward with the show. Hey, I said we are moving forward with the show. And so I give God the glory, I give God the honor, I give him all of the praise, because it's truly nobody but God to be sitting here. And when I listened to this Our Daily Bread while I was driving, it really hit home. It is the Our Daily Bread for today. I'm actually reading the Our Daily Bread for today, August 15th, 2024. What a blessing. And it is currently 12:40 p.m. here on this Thursday in Lamarck, Texas. And so I'm just grateful for God's goodness and for his grace, and to be able to share this with you. It really speaks, because truly all of us have some things that we need God to forgive us for, and need others to forgive us for. I didn't do it. It was a lie. And I almost got away with it until God stopped me. When I was in middle school, I was a part of a group shooting spitballs in the back of our band during a performance. Our director was an ex-Marine and famous for discipline, and I was terrified of him. So when my parents and my partners in crime implicated me, I lied to him about it. Then I lied to my father also. But God wouldn't allow the lie to go on. He gave me a very guilty conscience about it. After resisting for weeks, I relented. I asked God and my dad for forgiveness, and a while later, I went to my director's house and tearfully confessed. Thankfully, He was kind and forgiving. I'll never forget how it felt to have that burden lifted. I was free from the weight of guilt and happy for the first time in weeks. David describes a time of conviction and confession in his life, too. He tells God, when I kept silent, my bones wasted away. For day and night your hand was heavy on me. He continues, then I acknowledged my sin to you. Psalm 32, verses 3 through 5. Authenticity matters to God. He wants us to confess our sins to him and also to ask for forgiveness of those we've wronged. You forgave the guilt of my sin, David proclaims, verse 5. How good it is to know the freedom of God's forgiveness. Oh, bless you, Jesus. Bless you, Father. How has being authentic with God helped you? How has Jesus' forgiveness lightened your load and changed your life? Thank you for forgiving my sins when I confess them to you, loving Father. Please help me to always be authentic with you. Hear of the great joy being authentic with God can bring. The book of Psalms is considered Israel's hymn book. Many of the Psalms were sung or recited during their festivals and perhaps even at home or as they labored. About half are attributed to David. Psalm 32 is a penitential psalm of repentance and sorrow for sin. The best known psalm of this type is Psalm 51, David's prayer for forgiveness after his sin with Bathsheba. Psalms 38 and 130, Psalms 38 and 130 are also examples of this type of psalm. Other types include imprecatory psalms, which invoke God's judgment and wrath against ungodly people or nations. For example, Psalm 69 or Psalm 109. And messianic or royal psalms, which prophetically describe the coming Messiah and his work. For example, Psalm 2, Psalm 18, 45, 72. Psalm 32, 1 through 7 proclaims the joy of those who experience God's forgiveness. Blessed is the one whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. That's verse 1. What a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing to know that we can receive forgiveness from God for all the things that we have done. When I consider the track record, the life of Jabez, the good, the bad, it has been a life. It has truly been a life. And when I think of a lot of the bad, there's certainly a need for forgiveness. And so I thank God for the ability and the privilege to bring each and every one of those things before him and lay it before him and ask him to forgive me for those dumb decisions, crazy, stupid. I made some mistakes that just, boy, what were you thinking? So you can't look at anybody else and judge them and talk about them, whatever their issue is, whether it's gossip or whatever they're doing. You can't hold anything against anyone because I'm not holding any of that against you. Man, what a freeing blessing just to believe that, to receive that, especially when you consider you know what you have done. And so because you know the slate has been wiped clean with God, you wipe it clean and move forward and live your life and do what it is that God would have for you to do now. Be who he would have for you to be now. Ah, what an honor. What a blessing. What a privilege. Oh man, I'm so grateful to God to have this opportunity with you. I pray that something that has been shared has been a blessing to you. This season, there is so much going on and there's so much expectation just to keep going. If I don't have any other testimony, that is my testimony that in spite of it, I've had some very hard moments in this life to the point where really, really, if anyone has had reasons to give up and just really be done with this life, I can start naming off a list of things and reasons why I believe that Jay Bass does not qualify to be alive today and be receiving such blessings and to even have a desire and a passion to move forward. And so that in itself is a blessing. That in itself is something to give God the glory and the honor for. And I'm going to make a meme out of that because that is worth sharing. I honor God for that. I honor him. I bless and magnify God that I have the strength and the mind to pursue in spite of. And it's because I know that I've been forgiven, and I know that he has wiped the slate clean and given me another chance because I asked him to forgive me, and I begged and pleaded for his help. Oh, because I need his help each and every day. This race is not easy, and being able to call on God makes a difference in my life. In my life, it may not make a difference in your life, but in my life, being able to trust that some way, somehow, God is getting the glory out of all of this. He's going to use me somehow to get the glory. I'm not sure exactly how, it may not be any of these videos that I recorded out of all the many videos. It may be just one little thing. But as long as God gets the glory out of this life, what an honor, what a blessing, what a privilege. And we're definitely leaving breadcrumbs along the way of these moments of sharing and just realizing it is a blessing to be able to put this in wax, as you may say, in the digital world that will always be able to be accessed. And somebody can really be blessed. Somebody can really be encouraged by the time that is being sacrificed to record the Jay Bass Today Show in hopes and prayers and belief that somebody will be encouraged. This life can be so hard. It can be so trying. Oh, Lord, the good thing is I know that I've shared so much along the way that would help you to understand why I feel how I feel today. But I honor God that today I'm blessed. I am moving forward, and I got to make I keep thinking I need to make a meme out of that, make a reel out of that. So I'm gonna leave you all, but I do want to make a few announcements. I keep looking over here and seeing that I actually did not put up my Jay Bass Today Show background. I just have my wall, and I have this poster up. Where we're filling in the names on the 88 keys. We are 42 keys deep in the 88. And so this has been going on for a few months now. And, I had a cousin who texted or called me and said, man, I like what you're doing with the keys. I want to try to do that too. I said, go ahead. And he texted me within about a week or so that they had completed all 88 of their keys. And I'm still less than halfway here, but I'm still grateful because each one of those has truly been a blessing, and we've been able to put quite a bit of money that we're ahead and credited for our scoring and for the studio. And so I honor God for that. I honor him that I see the fruit, I see the work that's being put in, and I'm grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful. God bless you all. This Saturday, Shattered the Cost of ES Conference. I am so ready to see, hear, and experience God in that place and hear what he is going to say to us and impart to us for this next leg of our journey. Oh God, my inner man, my spirit man is just so ready for that experience and that encounter, because as much as things are wonderful now, I'm just imagining what God is going to do after we have that experience. I know that some things are going to happen. We're going to be tested. We're going to be tried. But just to see the victory, and even in believing that already we have the victory in those situations. And as we've been seeing victory in situation after situation, even if it's just in how we handled it. Oh, praise the name of Jesus. What a blessing. Truly, what a blessing. Oh, sweet Jesus, what a blessing. Because sometimes we don't make the right decisions, but thank God. Thank God for his goodness. Thank God again for his grace and his mercy and the ability to be forgiven. I also want to share, I am so grateful to Sister LaWanda Ward and the Neocultural Center there in Galveston, Texas, where the Juneteenth celebration originated. And so we honor God and we give him praise and glory for being able to have an afternoon with Jay Bass there at the African Arts Museum there in Galveston, Texas. What a blessing to be able to go in and see our Black history. And I'm saying African, but there's American Black American artists and individuals who are featured in this museum. And so to be able to go in and to share the gifts that God has given me, I count it an honor, I count it a privilege, and I do not take it lightly. And so I'm looking forward to what God is going to do there at 3 p.m. on September the 22nd. And tickets are available for that event. It is all going, she had this vision to help raise funds for my CD projects, my next music waves of songs that need to be recorded and released and scored. And so I honor God for victory and knowing that we do have people who are supporting, who do believe in what we are doing and want to help see the dream become a reality. What an honor. What a privilege. And so thankful again to Sister Ward and the Neocultural Center. And what a blessing. What a blessing. What a blessing. And so not only I wanted to go back to the Shattered Conference, Shattered the Cost of a Yes Conference. We will start at 10 a.m. sharp this coming Saturday morning. So look for August the 17th, 10 a.m. at the Thrive Church. All right, we want to thank God for the opportunity to be at the Thrive Church. Special shout out to Bishop Cockrell for allowing us to come in and to host this conference. Thank God for our many panelists. And our keynote speaker. Thank God for those who have registered. We have several who have registered now, and so you still have a chance. It will still be open at the door for you to come and to be blessed and receive the impartation that God is going to release to us in that place. Shattered Conference, 10 a.m., August 17th, an afternoon with Jay Bass and friends on September 22nd at 3 p.m. All right, Jay Bass. And then finally, also this month, please forgive me, the fourth Saturday in this month, T-Lock is coming back together for our first rehearsal of this season. And of course, we are open for membership. Would love for you to join us. If you are unable to make it, but you still want to be a part, we do have a private group on Facebook, which is T-Lock, all one word, space members. So it's T-Lock members. And it's a private group, but if you are wanting to be a part, you can still be a part. And we do Zoom record those meetings and rehearsals. And so you will have access to that in the private group. So we'd love for you to be a part of True Labors of Christ. 3 p.m. is our rehearsal time. And then finally, I am preparing early, super early, so nobody will say that they don't know. June 14th of 2025, I plan to host a recital / concert / recording. And the location, we're working on it right now. God has already given me a location. We're just waiting on them to be able to set a meeting to work out the particulars. And so I'm looking forward to that. but it will we're looking at between either 3 or 5 p.m. on that Saturday, June the 14th. And of course, that means my birthday will be that following Monday. So we'll be celebrating that weekend, and what a way to kick it off. Because prayerfully, I will graduate in spring of 2025 from College of the Mainland here in Texas City. And so looking forward to school starting back next week, and probably will be sharing some about that in next week's episode. In fact, I'll lead once this episode airs next week, then I'll be leaving for class, for my Thursday class. So what an honor, what a blessing. I love God. I so bless him for this season of life. That things are as well as they are, but we are going to start our first rehearsal next month in September for June the 14th, 2025. And so I'll be announcing that as we continue to move forward, the time, but just want to put September, I want to say it is the 24th. Thank God for technology that I'm able to put it up, because I don't want to guess about it. I want to be able to give you the accurate information. It's September the 21st at 3 p.m. at New Vision Church. Okay. And so what I'll be doing is, I believe that's the third Saturday in September. Yeah, which is our normal T-Lock rehearsal. So T-Lock will be integrated into this mass choir as well. And so we want to just make it as big and grand as possible. The location that we are looking at holds several hundred, I know for sure. And so we want to be able to pack the place out for this concert recording and recital. And I just believe it can be done if we do things right and really market and bring in some help that's going to make it amazing. And so I honor God. I give him glory. I give him praise for the victory, that it is so, that it cannot be otherwise, according to his will and according to his word. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of the J Bass Today Show. Please govern yourselves accordingly to the announcements. Definitely will look forward to sharing with you. Looking forward to building the team, looking forward to building the choir, looking forward to building the band. I'm looking forward to build. Yes. I'm looking forward to build. Yes. I'm looking forward to build. Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to build. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We can do it. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Great is on the way, and I believe it. How about you? Thank you for joining me for today's episode of the J Bass Today Show.
It's the J Bass Today Show. And if you change your attitude, you can change your life. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I found out. Now I'm telling you.